tempo. That's a very simple idea. Life has a tempo, and so does music. Tempo in music is simply the speed of the beat. We have a moderate tempo, which is actually called moderato. And we have faster tempos that are called allegro, and very fast tempos go vivace and prestissimo, and you get the idea. And we have slower ones called adagio and lento, that sort of thing. We can represent this on a slide that shows us the different tempos and the number of beats per minute here. Let's try this one. We're going to start all the way at the top here with lento. Very slow tempo. Going to move this up in the middle. Now about moderato, then up to allegro, vivace, presto, and ultimately prestissimo. And just a final word about tempo. We can speed it up or slow it down. If I speed it up, I create an accelerando, just the Italian word for acceleration. Similarly, if I slow it down, I create a ritardando, a retard. Now, normally in music, we like to have a steady beat, steady tempo. And that usually happens in pop music, where there is a steady beat, and especially in rock, where there's a hard driving steady beat to which you can dance. We dance to a steady tempo. But in classical music, which is rarely dance music, musicians like to play with the notion of tempo just a little bit, nuance the beat ever so slightly at moments that are important to the articulation of the structure of the piece. They delay the beat just a little, maybe push ahead here, pull back there. I could play the following passage by Robert Schumann very regularly, and it would sound one way, or with slight variation in tempo, and it would sound another. Let's patch in a bit of video played from a good Steinway, playing the beat at first in a steady fashion and then nuancing it slightly. Okay, so now we're going to do a little experiment. We're going to differentiate what happens when you play exactly on the beat, exactly on tempo, as opposed to what happens when you loosen things up a little bit and allow the beat to be nuanced ever so slightly. To make sure that we really are staying on the beat, let's turn on this gadget. Once again, this is our metronome, and this will give us a beat here. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Get out of my face. Get out of here. So let's try it now a different sort of way. Let me play with the beat and the tempo ever so slightly, pushing it ahead here when I feel that that's what the rhetoric of the music demands, pulling back here when we're coming up to a major point of articulation. Same music, but without the metronome. Cognitive psychologists have done studies that show that we respond emotionally much more favorably to music that is ever so slightly off the beat, ever so slightly off pitch now and then. Next time you listen to your favorite pop singer, just listen to how he or she can be slightly off pitch at one moment or slightly off tempo at one moment, and then pull it back on. That moment of intentional imperfection of the beat or the pitch, that adds emotional intensity to our musical experience. Predictably, reality is on the beat. Art is slightly off the beat, slightly off beat. Art makes reality a lot more exciting.